Hello and welcome to my Christmas book haul. This is very exciting. So this is kind of my Christmas and my December book haul, but I bought quite a few books in December that were for various reading challenges and vlogs and things that I've been doing on my channel, so I'm not going to be including those in this video because you can see them in those various other vlogs, and I didn't want this to become too repetitive because there are already quite a lot of books sat next to me just now. So I will link the videos that are up in the description box or up there somewhere for you, so you can go and see the books that I bought for those videos. But this is just going to be gifts, okay? But before I get into the gifts, I am just going to quickly go over the books that I got in subscription boxes this month. So I got 2 books in my Illumicrate box. The first was The Cousins by Karen M. McManus. It's got those lovely black sprayed edges, and this is a young adult mystery thriller story about a group of cousins that go to their grandmother's resort, and their grandmother is a little bit of an enigma, and so the cousins are going to work together to kind of figure her out. And the other was The Ravens by Cass Morgan and Danielle Page, which is a witchy sorority mystery type story. Heard lots of buzz about this one, so definitely looking forward to picking it up. And then from Fairy Loot I got Master of One by Jada Jones and Danny Bennett, so lots of co-written books in the subscription boxes this month. This one is a heist story with fae, so that sounds really interesting, and again, beautiful edition, very much looking forward to reading it. And you might know that I also have a Tales by Mail subscription, which is a middle grade subscription box, but something has happened with the delivery of that one. I don't know if you've seen, if you Google it, you can see the pictures that are available online of the stacks and stacks of parcels that the Royal Mail are dealing with at the moment. So I suspect that my Tales by Mail box is somewhere in all of that, because it was dispatched by the company quite a while ago but isn't here yet, so that's fine. I will show you those when they get here. So that's it for subscription box books for this haul, but I am just going to quickly mention this beautiful Fairy Loot edition of How the King of Elfheim Learned to Hate Stories by Holly Black and illustrated by Rovina Kai. So I did order this for myself a few months ago, but it arrived this week, and I mean it's so shiny and beautiful, and it's got gilded edges and gold end pages and foiling on the naked hardcover. Those are all exclusive Fairy Loot elements, and they do still have them in the Fairy Trove, so you can still get this, and then it's just the illustrations from the standard edition. But this is beautiful. You all know I'm a magpie, I love shiny things, and this is extremely shiny, so I'm including this in this section because it is from a subscription box company. It just wasn't in one of the boxes. And now we're moving on to the gifts. So the first one is from one of my lovely friends in the Thoughtful Book Club, and that is Once and Future by Amy Rose Capetta and Corey McCarthy, and this was from Hazel, so thank you so very much, Hazel. I really appreciate it, and I've read your note. I know that you've bought a copy of this as well, so I really hope that we'll be able to buddy read it together at some point. So thank you so much for sending this to me. I really appreciate it, and I'm really excited to read it. It is a gender bent version of the Arthurian legend, so we follow Ari, who is the reincarnation of King Arthur, but she is a she, and it's also set in space by the sounds of it. It says with a rusty spaceship and an adolescent wizard called Merlin. And I really hope that the spaceship is sentient, because I just love sentient, witty, inanimate objects, and this feels like that could happen in this book, so I hope that's the case. But either way, I'm really looking forward to reading this. Then from my sister, I got Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, and if you don't know, myself and the Thoughtful Book Club earlier this year read Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, and this is the fan fiction that the character in Fangirl was writing. So it's called Carry On, and it is kind of very much inspired by Harry Potter, but queer, and just I liked the sound of it when I was reading Fangirl, so I put it on my TBR, and my sister has very kindly picked me up a copy of it, and I'm really looking forward to giving this one a try. I should also mention this is from my sister and her boyfriend. And this one is from my partner's sister and her boyfriend. It's The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and this one is another one I'm very, very excited for. This is a kind of mystery game type story. So the protagonist, Avery, gets this really large inheritance, but it's a complete surprise. She doesn't know who she's got this inheritance from or why. She has no connection to this person, but there's one catch. If she wants to have the inheritance, then she has to move into the family's home with the deceased person's family. And that's all I really know. It's all I really want to know because of the mystery type element of the story, but I've been really looking forward to reading this, and it's not even that long, so hopefully I'll be able to get to this pretty soon. Then from my grandma, I got Raybearer by Jordan Ifweko, which you might notice this is the US cover, and I did specifically want the US cover of this story, not because the UK cover isn't also beautiful, it is, but if you've seen it, I'll put a picture of it here actually so you can see it. There is a hidden face in this cover, and honestly it creeps me out, so I just didn't want it on my shelf because I find it creepy. I know that that's really weird and extra, but it just creeps me out, so I would rather have the beautiful, colourful US edition that does not creep me out. This one is, I think it's standalone. It doesn't say anything about having a series name or anything, and this is a competition trope story, which, as you might know, is one of my favourite, if not my favourite tropes ever. It follows Tarisay. It follows Tarisay, who is sent to compete to become one of the Crown Prince's Council of 11. I don't know too much more about it than that, don't really want to. I love kind of going into competition type stories, just knowing that there's a competition, and that's it. So I'm very excited to pick this one up, so thank you to my grandma for this one. And then from my parents, I got some amazing, incredible special edition Brandon Sanderson books. So I'm going to start off with these naked hardcovers for The Well of Ascension and The Hero of Ages, which are books 2 and 3 in the Mistborn First Era trilogy. Now they bought me 2 and 3 because I very kindly got gifted book 1 by my friend Deborah that appears in an earlier haul, which I will link up above for you. That also has some other gifts from some of my friends, so thank you so much again to them too. And my parents kindly completed the collection for me. Again, I've put on these metal corners myself. They don't come with those, but you can get those corners from Amazon for pretty cheap. You can probably get them on Etsy as well if you want to support small businesses, which I would recommend. I bought these ages ago, but these will look lovely on my shelf with with the other edition. So those are lovely. Thank you very much to my parents for that. Brief interlude to discuss a gift that I got for myself for Christmas. So I've already shown you this in my Shardathon vlog, which I will link, and this is the gorgeous leather-bound edition of Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. The end pages are wonderful. I'm not going to show you all of the illustrations in here because I feel like that's unfair to the artists, but there are some stunning illustrations throughout this, and I just love the purple, and again, it's shiny. I love all things shiny. This is just, I'm so happy with this. But the reason I'm showing you this first is because the other present that my parents got me for Christmas, which is just so incredible and I'm so grateful, is the leather-bound edition of Elantris by Brandon Sanderson. So this is what it looks like. It is stunning. It has silver gilded edges to go with the cover. This one has illustrations as well. Again, I'm not going to show you all of them because I don't think it's fair to the artists, but I will show you one more, and just the quality of these is incredible. It has a ribbon bookmark. The ribbon bookmark on this one is silver and on this one is gold. They are signed as well, so I'll show you the signature in, oh, I'll show you one more illustration because this one, look, it's beautiful. And the maps are in full colour in these as well, or actually no, this one is in full colour in Elantris, and in Warbreaker the map is kind of, it's grayscale but with purple instead of black and grey, which is just, oh, I love purple. And like I mentioned, they are also signed. So these are incredible. They look so good on my shelf like this, and I mean, frankly, I'm in love. I don't intend to actually read these copies. I have the UK paperbacks, so I will read those if and when I reread, or probably I'll listen to the audiobook is more likely, but I'm just so happy to have these on my shelves, and I feel so incredibly lucky to have these on my shelves because they are incredibly expensive, but I'm a fangirl, so you know. And those are the books that I received for Christmas, plus the ones that I mentioned that I hauled in an earlier video, which I have linked up in the cards, so you can click the little eye to go and watch that if you would like to. And just thank you so much once again to anyone and everyone who has gifted me anything for Christmas this year. I'm just so grateful to all of you. And that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see more like this from me, then do think about hitting that subscribe button, and I hope to see you here again soon. Thanks, bye.